Hello guys, welcome to On the Bench LFC. So it's very late tonight, but that means one thing. That means that we get to include more people from the other side of the planet to myself in the UK. So welcome to the stream for anyone that's joining live, and as always, if you are watching the replay back, don't forget to leave a comment down below. Let me know what you make of what we've spoke about in the live stream today. We haven't got much in the way of updates, but we need to talk about a few things. Okay, a lot of you guys would have spoke or already seen what went on with the World Cup today, so I thought we'd talk a bit about that. I've had a bit of a mad busy day myself. How have you lot been? How's your days been? You know, Brazzy says, morning Dazza. Good morning, my friend Colin Daz. Welcome to the stream, everyone. Hello from Norway. You're never walk alone, Davin, mate. Welcome to the stream. Yes, so for those of you that want to see a couple of updates quickly, Mario Götze to Liverpool, now officially bookies favourites. A lot of you guys messaging me today saying, Daz, is there movement there? He's now bookies favourites. I've said this before when Liverpool have been bookies favourites to sign a player. I know a lot of yous are pretty clued up, and a lot of yous do gamble and stuff. I personally myself, I don't bother with all this betting malarkey. But when someone is bookies favourites, it can just mean that a lot of people have placed bets on a player going to a club. It could just mean that a lot of people have done that. Now, what we saw recently was Götze speak about working under Klopp again, and he said it's always a possibility. He said he would never close a door on that. He highly rates Klopp. He spoke about working under him before, said that working under Pep was completely different, and then we've had discussions about Götze. Would he come to Liverpool? Would we take him at Liverpool? We've already spoke about all this. I believe that there's nothing really in the shape or form of evidence suggesting that Liverpool are definitely going in there for Götze. Okay, but yes, he is now officially bookies favourites. A lot of you guys have been saying that to me today. Let's wait and see. Let's wait and see whether there's any evidence. We haven't seen any of the official journalists or whatever saying, oh, Liverpool are going to bid on him or anything like that. It's just the bookies, guys. All right. So my bet on this is probably not much in it. All right. You probably saw what I did with that one. Okay. Dad's thought on Kante to PSG. Thoughts on Kante to PSG. Is that one of the rumours coming out today? Is he going to PSG? Wow. I think that Liverpool should be trying to get Kante. Not that I think Chelsea would sell him to Liverpool, but what a player he is. PSG have got a lot of sorting out to do at theirs, so I'm not too sure. I don't know whether they will be able to afford Kante at the moment. I don't really know their situation fully, so mental. Absolutely mental. Right. Another one today, Shaqiri. Liverpool, apparently, it was tweeted out earlier. A lot of people started running with this. Shaqiri, Liverpool triggered his release clause, and then Liverpool Echo come out pretty quick and said, no, they didn't. Okay, so again, I titled this, Who Should We Believe Over Transfers? Is part of the title for this live stream, because a lot of people are now saying to me, who should we be looking at? What journalists should we be following? What's the correct sources? What's the wrong sources to be looking at? The wrong sources are the people that are telling you, oh, it's a done deal, I know, because my friend is sisters with such and such, or he's best friends with him on Instagram. Those are the ones that you definitely don't believe. If you're looking at the Shaqiri stuff, the radio, I believe it's a radio station for Stoke, was the source that said Liverpool triggered his release clause. Something that made me maybe disbelieve it to begin with was that I believe their original statement was that we triggered his release clause for 12-13 million. But the stuff that we spoke about yesterday was that his release clause looked more around the 15-16 million mark. So straight away, there was question marks for me. Okay, but Liverpool Echo said that it wasn't true. Liverpool didn't trigger his release clause. Liverpool Echo is normally more reliable than most, but something I will point out though is Liverpool Football Club are keeping the Liverpool journalists out of the loop. They have said that themselves. The question that I've got as well is, why was Liverpool so quick to deny this one when they've been so slow to deny other stuff? Ravi says, hi Daz, how are you bruv? I'm very good, thank you, Rory. I've had a really busy one. I'm so sorry that, you know, I haven't been active on social media this evening. I've had a lot on, guys, all right? But we're here now, okay? Dad's love the top, bro. Thank you very much, Mickey. This is actually Colo Torre's top. It's actually Colo's. He threw it into the crowd. My missus lynched everyone. She got it. And now I get to wear it. As we were talking about with this stuff, a Stoke radio station say that it's been done, but it was question marks because for me, the fee is slightly off. But Liverpool journalists have said that they didn't know about Fabinho. Everyone knows by now that Liverpool are doing business very quietly. I personally feel like you can't just, if Liverpool Echo come out and say it's this, Liverpool haven't done this, Liverpool have done this, I don't think you can necessarily go off them. I really don't. I believe over the Fekir stuff, all right, I said Paul Joyce and all that, they did think that this was going to happen with Fekir. We know that by now, that the interview and all that was done, the medical, all that stuff. They firmly believe that. So I'm not trying to rubbish them in that sense. But why was they so rubbish? Why was they so quick to rubbish this Shaqiri stuff? Is it because is it because they've been told that it's definitely not happening? Is it because they've been told that Liverpool haven't done it yet? It will be after the World Cup. They probably know more at this moment. So that's the real question for me. Who should we be believing over transfers at the moment? I think the real answer to that is there is no one at the moment. I think you need to just wait and see Liverpool releasing stuff on this, because a lot of you guys are asking me, okay, and normally if it was any normal transfer window, but let's be honest, it's a World Cup transfer window as well. It's been a really difficult one to try and call. It really has for me. I've not got no sources. I will say that again. I have to keep saying that, but I don't know anyone. I'm not an in the know or anything. I'll go off what you guys go off, but I do a lot of research, a lot of digging into what we see, and it's still been really hard for me. So yeah, it's very much up in the air. But the Shaqiri stuff, it does look like he's probably one of the next players that could come in the door at Liverpool. Very interesting though, the Liverpool Echo rubbish this quite quick when they've been so slow to rubbish other stuff recently. Let me know what you make of all that anyway, guys, okay? Papitron says the pundits annoy me. De Gea made a blooper and they say that it can happen to anyone, but they slagged Karius to death. We will talk about this in a minute because I didn't get to watch that game because I've been really, really busy, but I've seen the clips, and yeah, we need to discuss this. The last thing that I will bring up today as well, apparently Zielinski will hold talks with Napoli this week over a new contract. Now, the reason I bring this up is because we know that we were heavily linked with Zielinski before. I did speak about him maybe about a week ago now on a stream where I said that apparently Zielinski had come out before and said that Klopp wanted him. He really wanted him. We know with all the Fekir stuff that maybe we could be looking for another midfielder, and Zielinski would fit the mould, especially if Klopp did want him, as he said before. Now, what the rumours are is that Napoli are either going to remove or increase his 60 million release clause this week when they have these meetings. I said when I was talking about him recently that Liverpool, I don't think would maybe pay 60 million for Zielinski, but if they was to remove that release clause, or you know, something differs in this, maybe Zielinski could say that he wants out of the club. We may see a bit more over the next week over Zielinski, but if they was to up it or take that out of there, then Zielinski would definitely be off the cards. But I've brought it up recently and a few of you guys said, oh, Zielinski, yes, I forgot about him, would be a good player for Liverpool to target. Other of you guys was like, he's not good enough. Okay, but I thought I would put that update in there because I know I triggered a few of you guys' memories with Zielinski. You know, look, Colin there says, Zielinski's not good enough. Rather keep Lallana. Yes, I know a lot of you guys agreeing. I remember when we was linked with Zielinski, he never really ticked the boxes for me first time around, but it's definitely an update that I thought I would update you guys on because he come out and said that Klopp really wanted him. Apparently he was a major target for Jurgen Klopp before. Now we know if Jurgen Klopp targets a player, we know that Klopp may wait until he's available. So I've got to update people on Zielinski and what's going on there as well. In my mind, I feel like I have to do it. Jay says, who watched Morocco? I didn't, mate, but Ziyech looks good from Napoli. Ziyech looks good from Napoli. Are you talking about Ziyech from Ajax? I think you're talking about Ziyech from Ajax. I wanted to ask you guys about Ziyech. Ziyech's a player that we're linked with. I said that maybe he could be a player that Liverpool would go for. I wanted to ask you how he did, to be honest. You streaming tomorrow, Dad? Says Rakim. I'm hoping to, but the reason I couldn't stream tonight was because we've actually had something to come out I can't talk about on here because it's a bit personal, but I don't know what that would mean for me over this weekend, guys. All right, but as you can see, I still managed to come on tonight, even though it's been a bit later, but I don't know. I don't want to promise anything and then I can't. All right, guys, but you know me by now. If I can do a live stream, I will be on and I'll be talking to you a lot about Liverpool. As always, though, if there's anything breaking, no matter where I am, I've always got my phone near me, so I'll grab my phone out and I'll do a video if I have to quickly for you lot. Andre says, Dad's talking points, Salah not playing. Yes, definitely one that I want to talk about. Suarez being poor, as was the Morocco player Ziyech. We are linked with De Gea mistake, comparing with Karius, Ronaldo goals, Zielinski contract, Alisson rail. Yes. So yeah, the latest with Alisson, there's a lot today. Again, my overall looks on this Alisson stuff is we need to take a step back at the moment, because Real Madrid, 1 minute it's saying that Real Madrid have agreed a fee with Roma. It's saying that Liverpool have put a bid in there. But to be honest with you lot, I think that we need to just take a step back from all this Alisson stuff. I really do, because I believe that not even every day, I believe that every couple of hours now, you're seeing one report come out and then it changes and the fees are changing. And to be honest with you, I would say I don't know whether to believe it fully right now. So that's my honest opinion with this latest on Alisson stuff. But let me know what you guys make of it. Let me know what you've seen as well, because like I said, I've been really, really busy tonight. But what I saw earlier to do with Alisson, I was like, we're seeing this, we're going around in circles. Again, it's another player that we're going around in circles with. This David De Gea mistake. A lot of people saying, see, even top keepers make mistakes. Every keeper will make mistakes. Every football player will make mistakes. But Liverpool still need to sign a top keeper. That's my overall look on it. You know, that's my overall look on it. Chris says Ziyech was terrible today. See, so people are saying he was quality. Chris is saying he was terrible. What did he do, guys? What did he do on the pitch? You know, like I said, I didn't get to watch it. So, anyone else think that Ziyech was really poor today? Or put it in the chat now, guys. I'm at the bottom. Welcome to the stream, Michael. Welcome, Brad. Ferno, welcome to the stream, guys. Hope you've all had a wicked day. I hope everyone's had a really, really good day today. Put in the stream now for me. Anyone that watched that game, Ziyech, good or bad today? Let me know. It's good to see what you guys make of it. I didn't get to see it, but very good to see you lot and what you have to make of it. I know you rate Pope, Daz, but come on, bro. We need better. I agree we need better, Ravi. I do agree. But I'm just saying, if we're not going to get these top keepers, then I don't think Pope is worse than what we've got. I really don't. That's just my opinion. So Ravi, you know how it works on this channel, mate. Andre says, Daz, you missed the ball in a clear chance. Oh, it's not a good one, is it? Nothing will happen regarding goalkeeper situation until after the World Cup. I don't think a lot will happen with any big deals until after the World Cup, guys. To be honest, this is why when we're seeing these rumours, I'm like, look, we're going around in circles with it. I've had a couple of comments on the last couple of videos that I've had with people really trying to be negative, saying Liverpool aren't going to sign any more players this window. We've gone from Fekir, Alisson and Oblak to, you know, the likes of Shaqiri and rubbish. Liverpool aren't going to sign anyone. This is typical FSG. Let's not be so negative yet. You know, we've still got a lot of time in a transfer window. The World Cup's on. It's a difficult window. I'm not, you know, I'm not naive. I'm not blind. I will wait until the window's shut before I pick which side I'm going to jump on or anything. But we're definitely going to sign people still. We're definitely going to sign people, and I hope that we're going to make these signings, because it's that window, isn't it, that we keep saying. It's the window. But yeah, any of you guys said about Ziyech here? Yeah, Ziyech did not impress, but it's only one game, so can't really judge, says Paul. Thank you for letting me know, Paul, mate. Chris has said Ziyech is so thin, he will get bullied in the league. Yeah, he's a very, very slender player, isn't he? Did you see any quality in his passing today, though, guys? Because obviously I said that everyone's talking about him having this platform in the World Cup to impress. One of the things that stood out for me with his ability is his passing, long range passing and stuff like that. Did he do much of that in today's game, or was he completely off? It doesn't sound like a lot of you guys were too impressed with him at the moment. Monkey says Pope's stats are pretty good. He's by far the best English goalkeeper. There's a good video on YouTube called Nick Pope has to be England's #1 3-minute myths. There you go. So anyone that hasn't seen much of Pope, there's a video that Monkey's just put there that you guys can watch. According to who, Burns says Rakim. What did Burns say? Apparently we've reached Shaqiri buyout clause. Burden, that was earlier today. That was from a Stoke radio station saying that, and then literally pretty quick Liverpool Echo come out and said that it was false. Liverpool haven't done that. But this is where I said this is where the titles come from. Who should we believe over transfers? Because why did the Liverpool Echo come out so quick and rubbish that? It's a Stoke radio station that said that we've done that. There was question marks already there for me, like I said, but do the Echo know for a fact? Because let's be honest, Liverpool aren't telling the Liverpool journalists much at the moment. They aren't. They have said it pretty much in their own words, or a few of them have come out and said that, over the Fabinho stuff, no one knew about it. So I'd like to know how much the Echo knows about Shaqiri, because that's the question for me, is what was the reason for them to rubbish that so quick, apart from it outrightly being false? How do they know that it's false, and how did they have that information so quick? What do they know about it? Who should we trust, guys? Who should we believe? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous at the moment. This window has been the worst window, and I don't believe that anyone knows the full truth on everything right now. Ravi says, I think we're just disappointed, Daz. Such high hopes that fell through. Yeah, I know what you mean, mate. It fell through at the moment, Ravi. It's fell through at the moment. We always like to stay positive, don't we? But yeah, come the end of the window, if we're still disappointed, then by all means, we'll sit down, we'll discuss it. We all will, because leading up to this transfer window, I said to everyone, this window is the big one for me, where I will say, look, if Liverpool are going to get anywhere anytime soon, I will know after this window, because Klopp can only do so much with what he's got. And you can't tell me that they're not stupid and know that we need to get in a top goalkeeper. That's the main key area of this window, and as people are saying, a creative midfielder. We could do with cover for Van Dijk, cover for that front three. It's hard because it's a World Cup transfer window as well, but the business still needs to be done. Sniper says Liverpool is not finished with transfer business. Who thinks that? Don't know much about Liverpool. Yeah, this is what I'm getting. I've had a few people that have left comments saying it's not happening. Liverpool aren't going to do anything else. I think they're jumping the gun a little bit. I think people have got upset over the Fekir stuff, seeing that, this latest stuff over or Black or Allison maybe not happening. I've got really, really, really upset, maybe, and they're seeing that it's gone all quiet, but it's a World Cup transfer window. So the thing that I keep saying to everyone is, look, we still got plenty of time left of this window. We need to stay positive. You didn't know anything. None of us knew anything about Fabinho, did we? We didn't know that he was coming. We didn't have a clue, and we was all over the moon about that signing. We really was. There's still a lot that can happen. I'm positive, guys. I'm positive. Thoughts on Golovin, Daz? I told you about him before the game. you did, Furno. Yeah, brilliant. I was very impressed with him, mate. Very impressed. But I'd like to see him. I'm going to watch him. I'd like to see him against tougher competition as well. Because, like I was talking to you about Furno, let's face it, there wasn't much competition in that game, was there? So I think we need to see how he does, but it's very hard because when you're buying players off their World Cup form and stuff like that, we've seen it before, doesn't necessarily mean that they're coming and do good, but he seems like he's got the right attributes. Lidson says Klopp said that if players come in, they have to add to the quality of the team. Shaqiri or Goetze do not have that quality in moment of time. See, I think Shaqiri has got quality to come in and give to us. I think my personal opinions on it is he has, but I know people differ with that, my friend. Goetze, again, is not someone that is going to be able to come in and play constantly. So for me, I would skip Goetze, but I know people would rather have him than Shaqiri. But yeah, I like the idea of Shaqiri coming into Liverpool. I've had people message me. We've had conversations. I always listen to why people don't want him. I've listened to the attitude arguments and stuff like that, and I take it all on board. I've just got this feeling about him that I'm hoping that under Jurgen Klopp, he's definitely shown that he's got ability about him. I'm hoping that he could come in and do a job. I don't see him coming in to be a first teamer. I see him coming in to help the cause at the moment. But yeah, I'm one of these that I think you're trying to point out here is that Liverpool need to get players that come in, play in the first team. That pushes your first teamers to the bench. That gives you your squad depth. That gives you your improvement, as I've said before. So I get where your head is at if that was the point that he was making there, mate. Mickey says World Cup slows down transfers. Yeah, it does, because all players are focused on their nationality teams. They don't want to be focusing on where they're going to be playing. They don't want to hassle of it. There's a lot involved with the World Cup. It just takes a lot away. Liam Gallagher says Pappy John, why, mate? Welcome to the stream, everyone. Thank you for joining me tonight. I know it's a late one, but as I said, the one good thing is I do get to involve some of the guys around the world as well, which is good, that don't get to join in when we normally do them earlier in the day here. Sniper says, didn't know Manure people is following Liverpool channels more than their own. Is there any Manure people in? Is there? We should go get Neymar. Why the F not? Yeah, he's a quality player, but it's very, very, very doubtful that Neymar ends up a Liverpool player. Michael says, hey Thick Breeze, welcome to the stream. Best of luck to Australia tomorrow. Hope you get the result you are looking for. I am from Ireland and I hope we beat you in the rugby tomorrow, says Michael. But any player we bring in is an upgrade. Shaqiri adds quality, says Jay. Yeah, I think the fans are pretty much still split on Shaqiri. I'm definitely seeing a lot of arguments for him coming in, a lot of arguments against as well. The one thing I will say to you guys in the stream is try not to fall out ever over your views on it. That's the greatest thing about football, is we will always differ in opinions over players and who you want to come in and who you don't want to come in. That's football. That's the beauty of it. It would be pretty boring if we all agreed on everything in life, wouldn't it? Why not Draxler? Only 24. Draxler's a good player. I believe he had his chance come to Liverpool. One of the updates I've got for you guys there is that he's spoke recently about having talks with the new PSG manager and seeing whether he may change his mind on staying. So we'll have to wait and see how that works out. A lot of people bring up about Draxler coming to Liverpool and that they would take him. So, yeah, I've seen a few people say that they wouldn't. I don't know whether Klopp would go back there with Draxler, because I thought that Klopp tried to get Draxler. It was something that I saw, might have just been a rumour, but and Draxler chose to go there instead. For me, I think that Klopp's probably one of their managers that is like, well, if you chose to go there and you didn't buy into our plan before, now that we've done better, are you the right player to come in now? I don't know, but we've seen it. We've seen Salah didn't choose Liverpool before, ended up coming in. I don't know. Draxler's another player that could be a good option for Liverpool. Shaqiri is better than Lallana, says Awanit. Lallana's a big talking point at the moment. Big talking point. We spoke quite a bit about Lallana last night. I've noticed a lot of you guys not raving about Lallana this year. Kevin Smith's, welcome to the stream, Kevin, tonight, mate. Good to see you on board tonight. Again, we need a centre-back and a goalkeeper. We don't need to hear that much. Yes, he'd been a great addition to the squad, but we don't really need him till next year. We can't wait another year for a Fekir. Yeah. I would rather have Golovin than Goetze, says Ferno. The trouble you've got with Goetze is he's not going to be available all the time. A lot of people listen, hear his name and think, oh, world-class player, because they remember what he was. But you're not getting who he was. Will he even be able to play that much in the Premier League as well, and under Jurgen Klopp's system much anymore? Probably not. I really don't see it. He's booked his favourites I've seen today, but to join Liverpool, but it means nothing, guys. It just means nothing. They're going off that interview that he had recently. A lot of people have put bets down. It's made him book his favourites at the moment. That's my beliefs on it, but. Jay says he's energetic and threatening off the bench. Shaqiri, yeah. I mean, I like him. I like the thought of what he could turn into under Jurgen Klopp, but I know people don't, and I respect that. I always respect people's views. Look at you guys. Look, you're going mad in the chat. Oiski's in the building. Dan Seeney's in the building. It's all right, Daz. At pub, any news on Pulisic? Mate, enjoy your time at a pub, mate. There's nothing on Pulisic from what I can tell. Have a drink for me, buddy. Big shout out to Dan and everyone at the pub. Yeah, nothing that I can see really on Pulisic, mate. He's one of the names, I guess, that people are looking at. That if Liverpool didn't continue with Fekir, it was Pulisic is on the list. Thomas Lamar was on that list, wasn't he, before? But maybe it might end up narrowing right down to the Pulisic, to the poster boy. So we shall see. But yeah, not too sure. But yeah, Oisk says I would be happy with a new goalkeeper only. Yeah, a lot of people. The question I think that was put out on the I don't know whether it was put out on the group on Facebook, but there's been a lot of polls that I've seen recently. If you had to pick only one more position to sign a player, if that was all Liverpool's going to do now, what position would it be? It was a goalkeeper. That was a position. Anyway, I was going to speak a bit about Mohamed Salah. He didn't play today, did he? I did get to watch that game. I felt for him. You saw the camera turn to him on the bench. On the bench. Yeah. I like that they didn't rush him back in. I like that he wasn't rushed back in, because I think that was smart by them. It showed that they have faith in their team. I believe that they spoke afterwards about, they've got a good team. To have success, you've got to just have you've not just got to have a good player like Salah, but you've got to have a good team as well. That shows confidence in the other players. That will help give his team a lift, which they obviously would have needed after that. I felt sorry for him with the goal at the end. I didn't feel like either team was really at their best in that game today. When you look at, you've got Cavani and Suarez playing against you, I expected to see more towards the end of the game. They definitely was threatening more, wasn't they? Cavani's free kick, something like, you kind of knew that there was a goal coming, but yeah, Salah not being brought on, it's good. It's good because it means that hopefully that doesn't aggravate that injury more. It means that they should have him for the rest of the World Cup. Hopefully, it's good news for Liverpool as well. Too many times in the past have we seen Liverpool players be rushed for their national teams, and it aggravates injuries, and it makes it worse for Liverpool as well down the line, because yes, this may not be an injury towards his leg or whatever, but it's still an injury that they need to be cautious over. They need him for this World Cup. So yeah, let me know what you guys make of that. It was the right choice today, wasn't it? They lost, and I felt personally that if Salah was on the pitch, It may have been different, of course, because of how good he is, but it was the right choice, wasn't it? Jay says Suarez was a bit off pace today, but he will grow as the tournament goes on, in my opinion. Yeah, most possibly, mate. Most probably. We know his capabilities. I've been told that he's not the Suarez that we once had, but I was still expecting to see more today from him. From them in general, I felt like Egypt could have offered more in the attacking sense. I felt like they got to the attacking areas and I was expecting to see a little bit more from them. I felt like they kind of slowed it up in areas where I thought, ooh, but with this World Cup, I'm so used to watching Liverpool play and how good our attack is. Is it not making you guys realise how good Liverpool play football? Watching some of these games, you're like, wow, Liverpool are really, really good, aren't they? The Musk says Isco's a beast. If he were to be available, I'd love to have him at LFC no matter the cost. I didn't get to watch a game, but I know everyone's raving about Isco. I saw the clips of the goals. That's about it. But Isco apparently was on fire today. So yeah, I've seen everyone raving about him. Ant says, seeing how many pre-season games that we've got Torino at home added. Liam Gallagher says, Daz, do you think if we don't sign Fekir or an alternative, we could see Ben Woodburn given a chance in the attacking midfield spot for pre-season at least? Yeah, for pre-season. I believe that Wilson, the rumour is that Wilson will be given a pre-season to prove his worth to Jurgen Klopp, to Liverpool, to see whether he should be given a chance. We all rate Wilson, or a lot of us at least do anyway. I think 70% of the Liverpool fans believe that he should be given a chance at Liverpool. And the latest is that Klopp's said that he will have pre-season. Now we know that also Klopp was trying to give Brewster pre-season as well to show his worth. So yeah, I think Woodburn will have pre-season definitely to show his capabilities, mate. But yeah, I don't know. I still feel like Liverpool, if Fekir doesn't happen, I feel like Liverpool will have someone that we probably don't even know who it is. We're probably not even linked with them, but Klopp will have a target there. We know he's got that iPad. There will be more names on this iPad. Trust me. I don't know what it is. Sometimes I feel like we know a player is being linked with Liverpool, and if that doesn't happen, we're so set on that player that we're like, oh, I don't care about anyone else, I just want them. But who knows? It may not have worked out. If Fekir doesn't happen, it may not have worked out for him in the end. But a player that we do end up getting in could be an absolute beast for us. We don't know yet, do we? We don't know how it's going to work, but I'm looking forward to it anyway. I'm just so looking forward to Liverpool getting back playing football. I miss it. I miss it so much. Ferno says, did you see that tweet I sent you, Daz, about Shaqiri being so fit when he played for Bayern and how he looks now? My point is he needs a diet, but even a fat Shaqiri is quality. So imagine a fit one, lol. Yeah, one thing that we know is under Jurgen Klopp, he will get fit. If Liverpool sign him, I believe that we're not going to see Shaqiri thrown straight into Liverpool. He'll probably be used as a bit of an impact sub to begin with, a bit of a rotation player maybe. But his first task will be get yourself fit as anything, because Klopp will demand him to be fit. He's not going to get an easy ride at Liverpool. If he signs for us, he will know what Klopp will expect of him. And for the fee that we're paying, this is why I say it's not much of a risk. And I feel like if Klopp thinks that he can get the most out of him, then I just trust Klopp on it. The one area that I haven't trusted Klopp so far is goalkeeper, because I still feel like he hasn't got that right. But other than that, I think all the outfield players, Klopp's been pretty spot on so far. So if he looked at Shaqiri and thought this is a player that he's identified to help Liverpool achieve things, then who am I to question it? But yeah, Lubac says, Daz, what about Luis Muriel? Yes, Muriel. As his buyout is just 25 million. Yes, good player. A lot of people said that we need a player similar to him. I don't know, man. I don't know whether Liverpool have we been linked with it? I haven't seen any links recently with him or anything. I don't know whether that is true. Is that his buyout? Is it, mate? I haven't seen anything recently about that. I haven't been following him personally, but he's a good player. Good player. Let me know what you guys make of that in the live chat. Louis says, I hope Brewster gets a chance. Me too, mate. Obviously, it's a little bit different, isn't it? A bit difficult at the moment with his contract situation and stuff, so need to see how that one pans out first. Michael says, I posted a comment, Daz, about the Egypt game, Daz. I said that it was right not to play Salah. Yeah, I agree, mate. Uruguay are not good at all. I know they won 1-0, but they won't be going far. Yeah, I expected more from them. I really did. They definitely need to up their game if they want to do well in this competition. Wilson is class, says Ferno. Sniper says Shaqiri is highly available due to price and relegation clause. A cheap backup / rotation player. Yeah. Mickey says Harry Wilson will break into first team. Trust me, he's a great young player. Yeah. Gary says, hi Dazza. Is Brewster in the long-term plans in terms of Liverpool? The last thing that I saw was that Klopp wasn't going to be going into a transfer window, this transfer window, for a striker, because he saw a future for Brewster and wanted to start to integrate Brewster into the first team more, i.e., pre-season, trying to give him a bit of game time if he was fit and available next year, giving him a few run-outs. That's what I heard. And then all this stuff come out with Brewster about the Bundesliga and not wanting to sign a contract. And when I say that's what I heard, I don't mean I know anyone at a club that's telling me. I don't mean that. That's what I was reading on social media and stuff. And I believed that. I believe that that's probably a sort of Klopp thing to do. When you're looking at Bobby as our first team striker, there's not many strikers out there that are sheer quality that would come in and expect not to play too much and be happy and content. Bruce is definitely a quality player that Klopp would be like, okay, well, we got Firmino, we could use Brewster, see what he does. So yeah, I think Klopp probably saw him with a future at the club, but we don't know what the contract is there. We don't know what's going to happen. So I'm very interested to see whether he ends up sticking around at Liverpool, because I think he's got ability and I would like to see him stay at Liverpool. Mohammed says, why we don't sign Gelson Martins? He is a free. There's a lot going on with the Lisbon players. I haven't looked at the latest with that. I believe that he's left the club, was something that someone sent me earlier, but to be honest with you guys, I won't speak too much about that because I don't know what happened with that. So I don't want to feed you anything that may not be true or up to date, if that makes sense. So, but yeah, there's a lot going on with Sporting Lisbon and their players and terminating of their contracts. We know that by now, but if you don't mind, there's no point in me talking about Martins today, because someone sent me something earlier saying about him leaving the club, and I haven't had a chance to look into it, so I don't want to give you any bad information or something along them lines. I agree about Suarez, but it was one game. Exactly, Ravi. One game, like we say, one game. Anyone can have a bad game. Anyone can have a good game. Speaking of good games, Ronaldo had a pretty good game, didn't he, guys? I saw the clips, all the goals. Looked like he did it again for Portugal, didn't he? Kevin says the Egypt manager made the right call, leaving Salah on the bench, in my opinion. Same here, Kevin, same here. It showed that they've got a manager there that has got something about him, to be honest, because most managers would have panicked and gone, oh, 0-0, I could bring on Salah, my star player, get a goal, we could win this game. They ended up losing it, but he didn't panic, never brought on Salah. I think he should hold his chin up for that, I really do. I don't think anyone would slate him for that. I think, to be honest, if you're looking at it realistically, they've got other games. Salah is needed for the other games. I like that he wasn't rushed back, and that's, as a Liverpool fan, we don't want him rushed back because we don't want it aggravated. But I think if you're looking at it as an Egypt supporter as well, and if Egypt's your country and your nationality, you want Salah to be okay. If he was rushed back in and all of a sudden it flared up the injury and you ain't got him for the rest of the competition, that's the worry, isn't it then? Sniper says Harry Wilson is a talented player, but don't know if he will break out in Liverpool. Don't think he has the real pace that real class players have. there you go. So that's a difference of opinion there, guys. Obviously saying about it's maybe a lack of pace for him. He's saying there. Monkey says Fernandez looked okay. He defended more than I thought he would. Burden saying about Bailey there. Werner, Oblak, Lascelles, Fekir and Shaqiri will be 8.5 out of 10 transfer window. I think I would go as far as saying that's a 9.5 out of 10 transfer window. If you're adding Oblak in there, I would take that transfer window very much. Do Liverpool need a better goalkeeper trainer? Yes, Lytton, yes. I think so. Our goalkeepers aren't improving. They're not improving. As a goalkeeper coach, your job is to improve them. If you're working in any industry and your job title is to be a trainer, and the people that you're coaching or training aren't improving, then you should be under review. We don't know whether he's under review or whatever, but I think what people would say is that Karius was improving last year, but like I said, he was never really tested for me. And improving on what? Improving on a goalkeeper that come in, had a shaky start, got an injury early on. So as a goalkeeper coach, you can't say that we saw improvement there, that a goalkeeper coach could say, I improved him massively or anything like that. So yeah, a lot of people talk about the goalkeeper coach. I think it's an area that Liverpool should be looking at. Yes, that's 100% agree. We need a new goalkeeper coach, says Monkey. Yeah. Burden says Dudek as trainer. Tick. What about Golovin? Very good player, says Mohammed. Yeah. Fantastic game. He looked really good. I said I'm going to be keeping an eye on him throughout because I want to see him against some tougher opponents as well. Haven't watched a lot of him before, so I'll watch him throughout the competition. But yeah, a lot of people saying, "Oh, sign him up." So that was funny to see that. Don't understand the keeper situation. Everyone can see we have needed a top keeper for decades or more. Think any funds Klopp is available should be spent there, says Martin. I think so. I think I have to agree. If you have funds, spend it on a goalkeeper. And the better the keeper that you get him, the more you don't have to spend in the near future. So it would be silly not to spend the money, wouldn't it, mate? Lidson says, I agree. Dan says, what's this about? Werner saying about Keita being world class and he wants to join him. Any truth in that, Daz? Dan, what it was a little while ago, might be even closer to a couple of weeks ago, possibly. I saw this and it was an interview that he did, and it was an interesting choice of words. He said that Keita hasn't been a world-class player yet, but he needed a bigger team, a better team, maybe to become that world-class player, and he believes that now he may go on to become world-class. And he said that that's possibly the same with himself, and other players need that, the bigger teams to become that, maybe. I'm going off the top of my head with this, but that was roughly the wording to do with it. I never saw anything to suggest that he said about joining him at Liverpool, but it was a very interesting choice of words that he used, Dan, in the sense of, he said about maybe he needs a bigger club or something to become a world-class player. I just thought if that was my player and I was a club, and he was talking like that, I thought, I wouldn't be too happy about that. But yeah, I didn't see anything that screamed, Liverpool are going to be signing him or anything along them lines, or that he wants Liverpool. But it could have been a hint. It could have been. Chris says, why do you think this stuff is so obvious to the fans but not so much for the people in charge? It's a good question, Chris. I think maybe it is obvious to the people in charge at Liverpool, but a lot of people try and say it's for the likes of Klopp. He knows these people, he works with them in training, probably sees them perform quite well in training a lot, sees their ability a lot. They've been around the block, seen a lot of other goalkeepers, and they might, Klopp might see him all the time and think, Karius for instance, and might think he's a top quality goalkeeper. because let's face it, before he signed for Liverpool and that, highly thought after Karius. I was happy that Liverpool signed him because I knew of him before Liverpool got him, and I thought, yes, we've got ourselves a quality goalkeeper. Come on. So Klopp probably sees all that, and people probably see that, and they're like, why does he not do this all the time? And that might be the issue. But there's got to become a time when you've got to be ruthless and you've got to say, enough's enough. You know, you might be able to do it in training and that, but you could have someone that can perform every skill in the world in a training match. You could score goals for fun in a training match. But if they're not doing it on the pitch, if they're not doing it in Champions League games, that's the issue. But I don't know. It's a very, very good question, Chris. Is it FSG not backing Klopp with the funds to go out and get a world-class goalkeeper? That is a massive improvement. Is it Klopp being stubborn, saying, no, Karius has got the ability, I know he's got it in him, we need to stick with him? We don't know whether they are trying everything to get Alisson or Black or whoever we're linked with in the door. That's the worst thing about it. We just don't know the truth of what's going on there at the moment, but it's been too long. It's been too long. I'm so sick of worrying about the goalkeeper. I want to win trophies, and to do that, get a world-class goalkeeper in between the sticks. We've got a quality team. Get a world-class goalkeeper. I'm not one of these that's saying boot Karius out of the club. I'm just saying get a world-class goalkeeper in. Allow Karius some time to work his way back up, but get a quality keeper this window. Aaron says Alisson has agreed personal terms with Real Madrid. I don't know whether to believe it at the moment, Aaron. The World Cup's on. They're saying about 1 minute he's agreed personal terms with Real Madrid. Liverpool apparently trying to agree personal terms with him. Real Madrid have bid 60 million for him. Liverpool bid 50 million for him. Roma are holding out for 80 million. What do you want to believe, mate? What do you want to believe? It's silly season. It's a circus. It's round and round and round you go. I said I believe what we should really do with it all is maybe take a step back, see how it unfolds, because you're not going to see anything concrete for a while, I don't think, with it. But Leon Bailey is a new Leroy Sané. Let's sign him up, says Maverick. A lot of people rave about Bailey to me. A lot of people. Ravi says, does LFC need to win trophies? Exactly, Ravi. Fist pump. Well, we need to win trophies, guys. We do. Don't think we need them though, says Monkey. And Bailey, yes. Napoli could hijack Leno, says Burden. A lot of rumours today, isn't there? A lot of rumours and that floating about. Like I say, this evening, I was mad busy, so I had my attention drawn away from everything, but I was trying to keep on top of as much as possible. And before I come on my live stream, I flicked through stuff to see if there was anything concrete from people, but you guys are bringing up new stuff to me that I didn't even come across. So interesting topics. Trent had to take Salah out of his pocket as he had no passport for Russia, says Lubac. Yeah, can you imagine getting to customs and Trent is like, oh, sorry, I've got a Salah still left in my pocket from a few months back. It's a bit mouldy now. Klopp needs to scout the Bundesliga. He must have the contacts from Dortmund. Klopp will have contacts from the Bundesliga left, right and centre. Klopp will know people in the right places when it comes to the Bundesliga, and there'll be people that will be contacting Klopp regularly, saying, oh, you need to keep an eye out on this player. He looks the part, mate. So I believe that will go on all the time. He'll have people all over the place. I think if you're an elite manager and you're at a big club, you'll have people that's constantly contacting you and pointing out players to you all the time. And the one place that we know that Klopp should have that for definite is the Bundesliga, isn't it? Sané is still in Trent's pocket, says Burden. Probably. Do you reckon Custom said to him, actually, yeah, he's a bit mouldy, put him back in there, mate. I know Monkey, but I really rate him. Always says, is Leno to Arsenal complete? That says hijack that move. I don't know whether it's fully complete yet. I don't know. I haven't seen the latest on that, but interesting that you say that you'd like to see us hijack that, because a lot of people, when I said, oh, Leno to Liverpool, maybe we should keep an eye on those rumours because they started gathering a bit of momentum, everyone was like, oh, Leno, no. So I was like, oh, okay. Maybe I shouldn't have brought that one up. Oh, let me get back down here, guys. Oh, sorry, my chat jumped right up to the top. Muller as a 10 would be interesting, says Chris. We was linked with Muller a couple of, I don't know whether it was 2 or 3 transfer windows ago, and I said I would take Muller at Liverpool. I really would, but everyone's like, back then everyone was like, no, he's too old. You know, I wouldn't take him. But I think that Klopp would definitely take him. Michael says your beard is class days, mate. Oh, thank you very much, mate. Thank you. It's been growing again, so sometimes it gets a bit fluffy where I leave it to grow and I have to shape it. So it's getting there. It's getting back as long as what it used to be. But I hate it when I get rid of it because I look like a baby face again. But it's growing. It's growing back, guys. The beard is back. Do you think Goatsy would be any good for LFC, says Jan? As a bit part player, but I think his best days are behind him, maybe, Jan. Probably. I don't know whether he'd be able to do Klopp's tactics, but again, if Klopp decided that he wanted this player and he thinks that he would help us down the line for whatever reason, I would always back what Klopp thinks, but I'm looking at that one as Bookie's favourites and I'm thinking they're just going off his interview where he said that he would never rule out playing under Klopp again because he loves him as a person. He loved playing for Klopp, so I don't believe there's too much in it. They're training, hope they get better. They invested in them as well. Liverpool gives more time. We just see them play. We want results now. Yeah, that's the trouble. I think it's not unfair to say that Liverpool fans want results now either, because we have waited a long time. It is true and it is right in saying that Liverpool fans do deserve to start winning silverware again, because we've had quality players and we've got quality players again. We've got a quality manager. We should be able to win trophies with what we've got, and we should be adding to that this window. I think that's why people are getting frustrated, but I say we have still got time and we should still sign quality. But I think that's what's upsetting everyone, isn't it, over the goalkeeper situation? Because like I say, we've got 3 goalkeepers at the club that have all got question marks over them because we don't know what the hell their futures have. Danny Ward, you know, I love Danny Ward and think that Danny Ward needs game time, whether that's at Liverpool or I think that if he's not going to get game time at Liverpool, I think the lad deserves a move to play for someone. But the other 2 goalkeepers, not Liverpool quality. Get someone that is. Get someone that is. We're Liverpool Football Club. We want to win the Premier League. It's the one thing that every Liverpool fan would say. Forget everything else. Get us that Premier League trophy. We want it. Get a top goalkeeper. And that takes you 2 giant leaps towards it, doesn't it? It really would. That's not an over-exaggeration either. That's how much a top goalkeeper between the sticks could really do for us. I believe so anyway. I've been waiting for a long time, says Litter. Me too. Daniel Banks says Wilson will get game time this season. Yeah, hope so. I'm worried about the other teams that are coming in for him. There's a few flutters out there suggesting that Wilson, teams are putting money in for him. Klopp said apparently Klopp is giving him pre-season to prove his worth, so I hope that he ends up remaining a Liverpool player, because we've all been following him for a few years. Would like to see him get given his shot. Michael says reports from Spain suggest that Ronaldo got a hefty fine and a 2-year suspended sentence. Did you hear this, Daz? What is this over, Michael? What is this? I told you today's been a very, very busy day for me. What's all this that's gone on here? I believe someone tried to send me something about this, but not being an arse, but has Hendo ever won a trophy? Not too sure. Maybe did he win? Did he win the League Cup? Not too sure. I don't know. I'm trying to think, but you know, I know people don't rate Henson. I know people don't rate certain players at Liverpool. I'm not too sure. So, but for me, you know, if you're looking at Liverpool on a whole, we need to win trophies. We need to win cups. We need to win things. Mickey Fry says, yes, he did win the League Cup. So I was right. Yeah, I thought he did. But we've got a good squad. That squad that we've got there, guys, got us to the Champions League final last year, but we need to add to it. We all agree on that. Joe says, honestly, started this window with a lot of hope, and since the Fekir deal fell through, everything seems to be going downhill. I think the reason everyone feels it's going downhill, Joe, is because the World Cup is on, so everything's gone quiet. That's all. I think we just need to give it a bit of time, guys. I think you need to stay positive. It started well because we got Fabinho, and don't forget Naby Keita's joined us. That's two quality players that we will see in a Liverpool shirt next year that we didn't before. Fekir, the way I look at it, was never a Liverpool player. So if it doesn't happen, he never ever played for Liverpool. Yes, quality player. Yes, I would love him. Yes, I've been following him for ages. Yes, I would be over the moon if he did finally come off. But he was never a Liverpool player. So I'm looking at who else Liverpool go for. And I'm still positive that Liverpool can have a good window this window. And I think we've still got Jurgen Klopp in control. And look what he did last year, guys. Heisenberg says, yes, Daz. Yes, Heisenberg. How are you, mate? How are you, my friend? Merton says, for 20 million and 2 good seasons could be good. Yeah. Andre, a few people said about Mertens recently. I don't know if you brought him up before on a live stream, but I know a couple of people have said about him. Furno says, I remember watching your first ever stream and you sat on your sofa reading comments. Yeah, Furno, do you remember back in the day I used to do it and my sofa was in front of my computer at the end of the sofa and I used to just sit there like chill, just talking. Wow, time's changed. Now I've got my desk and chair and lighting, got proper lighting. I used to have a desk lamp and now, well, madness. It's brilliant though, it's brilliant. Every penny that I have spare, I invest into the channel, trying to make it better for you guys. Keita will become this year's fan favourite, but will get kicked out of a bunch of games, says Chris. Yeah, no doubt. I've seen people put clips up of like people drop kicking people, saying this would be Keita first game of the season, boom, red card. But I'm not too panicked. I think Liverpool need a player like Keita in midfield, someone that will chase and try and get stuck in and win the ball. Hopefully he doesn't get a lot of red cards, but if he does, Liverpool don't really get many red cards, do they? Because we chase everyone, we hurry them, but we haven't had someone that really kind of gets their foot stuck in, have we? So it'd be nice to see that, but yeah, hopefully not too many reds, please, mate. Chrissy says, Butland and Lascelles for Fekir, come back to me at the end of the summer and see how many I get right. Gotcha, Chrissy. Gotcha. To be honest with you, Lascelles, after we were linked with him, come out and said that he was happy at Newcastle, kind of declared his near future at Newcastle. So I would love Lascelles at Liverpool personally. Fekir, I would love at Liverpool. Butland, the only thing that went off with Butland was James Pearce saying that he believes that he actually wasn't a Liverpool target before when the rumours first come out. So not too sure, but will Liverpool go back in there? I don't know. Can you imagine the live stream when Liverpool sign Butland if that happens? You guys are going to go nuts, aren't you? We should all meet up when we go into a game this season, Daz. Yes, Dan. Yes. I'm hoping to do a few things like that this year. That would be really nice if we can do that. Get a big group of us together, go and watch a Liverpool game here and there. That would be lovely if we can do it. 2012 was when Hendo won League Cup in his first year as a Red. You are doing a great job, says Lidson. Thank you very much, Lidson, mate. I really appreciate it when you guys give me good feedback and stuff like that. Daz, your kitchen always looking so clean and tidy, says Lubac. Yeah. It actually does, doesn't it? We're not too bad. I say to my missus that when I go to do my live streams and everything, I say, oh, we just got to move some of the stuff around a little bit. So that's off camera. But no, on a serious note, it's generally quite clean. We're pretty good at staying on top of it, considering we've got a nearly 2-year-old as well. You guys know what it's like, but tonight we didn't get back in till really, really late. So it was a McDonald's job tonight. We got a McDonald's. So yeah, there was no cooking or whatever. When we cook, that kitchen in the background, that's when we move stuff down a little bit so it's off camera when it's around dinner time. Everyone always asks me about my kitchen. They're like, what's with the kitchen, dude? I'm like, I don't know, man. It's not a big deal. It's just a kitchen. Chris says, do you guys think they could experiment with Keita as a 10 and Fabinho and Henson as a 6 and 8? Yes, I think so. I think so personally. I said I could quite see that being the case for the first game of the season. I don't think we would see everyone. You know, if we did sign Fekir, I definitely don't see it starting. That'd be Keita, Fekir and Fabinho all in the first game of the season. All three of them have never played a Premier League game, you know. So Klopp's not going to start with that, is he? I think Klopp will try and play it a bit more safer than that. And if he's going to start anyone in there, it'll be Jordan Henson. He's captain at the moment, I personally think. But yeah, yeah, it could well be that setup, mate. Burden says people will be surprised of the signings we will make after the World Cup. Hopefully so, Burden. I very much hope so. Big says, Daz, I'm off to Anfield for the first game against West Ham. I bought hospitality. That seems to be the way forwards, Mickey, doesn't it? You have to buy hospitality tickets, not. But yeah, that's wicked, man. That's wicked. I don't know when will be the first game that I'll get to go to Anfield, because it very much depends on how busy I am. At the moment, everything seems to have picked up again with everything else. So it's like, oh, too much is going on again in my private life and stuff like that. But it's all good. It's all good. I just can't wait for the season's kick-off, personally. Michael says, Daz sent a comment about Ronaldo. He had failed to pay 40 million tax bill and he had got a 2-year suspended sentence and a hefty fine. Really, Michael? Oh, I'll have to look into it. Is that definite then, is it? That's crazy. Carter is a box-to-box, says Ravi. He is a box-to-box beast. Box-to-box beast. Can't beat a Mackie D, says Nathan. Exactly, mate, exactly. When we moved in here, we were like, oh, there's a drive-through McDonald's just down the road, 24 hours. And we was like, that's a touch. It isn't a touch, because it means you get fatter. Okay, it means you put on more weight, because it is handy. Like today, we're very late day because we had to rush out and so busy, and then we got back really late. But it was on the way home, so it was like quickly drive in there, grab dinner, pop back home, whack the MacDs down. I come straight on live stream. Mrs. got the kid off to bed and that, so yeah, but it just makes you get bigger, doesn't it, guys, really, when you got McDonald's on your doorstep, especially a 24-hour drive-through. Yeah, I do drive as well through it. Even though it's 2 minutes down the road, I still drive through the drive-through. Oyster says, I don't see the point in signing Butland. There isn't much of an upgrade on what we already have. If we sign a goalkeeper, it should be all black. Yeah, that's the main thing that everyone keeps saying at the moment. If you're going to sign a goalkeeper, sign a top one or don't sign any. That's what I seem to be seeing with most people. Ferno says Keita, Fabinho, Hendo, most likely if we don't get Fekir. Yeah, I think so as well, mate. Meat says, with Keita and Fabinho, this is our chance. We have to sign a top keeper, top centre-back to go with Virgil van Dijk and Ziyech. So you want us to sign Ziyech as well. I like that, because I say about signing Ziyech, but a lot of people said that they didn't rate him today's game. I never saw it, so can't see that. But I said goalkeeper, centre-back, would like that. Wonder if, is that Genie? Was... I can't read that, Ravi, mate. I wonder whether Genie was English or something. Keita can play every central midfield roles, says Sniper. Yeah, he can, guys, he can. What's up, man? Says a man has no name. I like that name. That is a cool name. Yeah, I'm good, mate. How are you? Welcome to the stream, my friend. Mackie D, says Burden. How many of you guys have I just made hungry, by the way, saying that? Late night feast. Yes, that is true. It sure is crazy. Lubeck, Daz, what about Fernando? Was Lera, as he always looks decent when I see him play? I don't know. He looks alright, but yeah, I don't know personally for me. My mate always raves about him, but I don't know whether it's just that I haven't seen too much of him personally. But again, when I've watched him, I've never thought to myself he looks amazing to me. Mohamed Salah, King of Egypt, says, what's up my friend, how are you? Chris says, who is our current number 10 sniper? Current number 10 sniper? I don't know. The Kilted. Daz. Yes, Kilted. I posted a pic on Twitter with my new LFC shirt. Yes, you've got it. Guys, Kilted was the one in the end that won the shirt, because the person that actually won the number giveaway was someone that wasn't actually legit. Yes. Do you mind if I turn my phone round on the screen, Kilted, so people can see it? That's amazing. That looks sick, dude. That looks sick. Are you happy with it? Thank you so much. You're very welcome, man. Let me know if you're alright with me turning the phone round on the webcam. Hopefully it looks quite clear. I'll wait for his permission, guys, before I do that, but that looks sick. Absolutely cool. Let me just I'll put it on this one here. There you go. Look, there's Kilted. Look, it looks a bit out of focus here, guys, but he's got his new Liverpool top that he won. Congratulations again, Kilted, mate. I'm glad you won it. You're a really, really nice bloke, and I love it when you join the streams. I love getting your views on Liverpool. So yeah, I was made up that you won it in the end, bud. Burn says beast. Yes, do it. There you go. I love that you won the top, mate. Yeah, the other guy, or whoever it was that won, I don't know whether it was someone had made a fake account or something, but when I checked his Twitter, he just joins giveaways and stuff, and I looked into it and I couldn't see that he was a subscriber, so he failed to check anyway. So I redid the draw and Kilted won it. So there you go. I'm glad you've got it now, mate. That's good. The Anfield Lark says, I think we're in a good position to get a top keeper this window. I'd take Courtois too and make Chelsea weaker. Yes, make the Chelsea weaker. I like that. Very, very good goalkeeper. Very good goalkeeper. He was talking about signing a new contract there, but it's all up in the air, isn't it? It really is. Michael says, hey, the Kilted. Nice one, mate. I'm glad you like it. Hey, looking good on you, mate. Congratulations, Kilted, mate. Well done. You'll never walk alone. Norwegian Viking, Bruno Fernandes and William Carvalho was good today. Yeah, so they was good, was they, mate? It's good to hear. It's good to hear. Aaron says, if Fekir joins Liverpool, is he our Coutinho replacement? It sounds that way. It sounds that way, doesn't it? But is he? It looks like he's the closest that we will have as that replacement, doesn't he, to be fair. I think my number was 150 for the giveaway, says Ferno. Oh, really? Daniel says, I think buying someone, I will never do a number giveaway ever again. That was the biggest load of rubbish that I've ever done. I won't be doing it that way. Stupid. Not doing it again. I will get a job as soon so I could get my LFC shirt, says Ferno. Yeah, I really love the new home kit. Kilted, it's nice in real life, isn't it, mate? It really is. I'm glad it's turned up as well, so you get to wear it to the Liverpool friendly. That'd be nice for you. Talking of tickets, is there any news on Anfield Road extension, as Anfield needs to be bigger with the amount of fans wanting tickets, says Mickey. I haven't seen the latest on it, mate. I haven't. Maybe I'll have a look into it, Mickey, and see if there's any more. Dave was the one that I think Dave spoke about it maybe on one of the later live streams. I'm not too sure, but I'll speak to Dave and see what Dave dug up on it, because I know I was talking to Dave recently about it. I'll see what he found out about it, mate, but I didn't know personally what the latest was on it, but it definitely needs to happen because of the ticket situation, like you say. The Kilt says, I'm absolutely buzzing. Oh, good, man, good. I'm really made up. I love giving back to my subscribers. If I was made of money, I would give you all one. Seriously, I'd just try and buy you all season tickets. I really would. Mickey says, I love a new away kit. Got two, one long sleeve, one short. Oh, really? So wow. I can't get myself over that kit. I really can't. But a lot of people have come out saying that I really like it now. So that's good. Daniel Banks says, you didn't read my comment. What one? What one, Daniel? You've got to remember, mate, that my chat, it goes really, really quick. I think buying someone like Werner and dropping Bobby to number 10 is better than buying Fekir. Yeah, a lot of people have started to say about buying a striker and dropping Bobby. For those of you that say about me missing comments and that, you've got to remember, I get a lot of comments on there. I can't always read everyone's comments these days, but I try my best. All right, guys. Werner, if I was you, I would get Virgil van Dijk. Hate to say it, but I miss Phil, says Ravi. A couple of people say about that. I must admit, what I miss is a player that can score goals from outside the box. I would like to see a player banging in long shots. Ox scoring that long shot in the Man City game. Well, Ox has got a couple of long shots in him, so I would like to see that in the future. So that would be nice when he gets back from injury. Hopefully he can pull off some more as time goes on. I'm really intrigued by Alex Tell's rumours. In what sense, mate? In what sense? What are you reading? Talk to me. Dan says, Daz, when you on about meeting, I'm 5 hours away. Is that a problem, mate? Prob up for it though. Dan, what do you mean, mate? What do you mean? I can't give any times on meeting people at the moment because, like I say, it's very hard. But whenever I'm going to go to Liverpool or anything like that, you guys will know that I'm going, and any of you that are going, we'll sort something out so that we can meet up. That's the best way of doing it. But I can't just go, yeah, I'll meet you all, next week or Thursday, because I can't do that in my life. I have so much going on anyway, and then doing content on the channel at the same time. It's very, very busy, but yeah, we'll meet up anyway, guys. We will make it happen, trust me. Well, he says, I swear every stream Daz has to say he tries to read as many comments as he can, and some comments don't show up. Why don't people realise yet? Maybe they haven't joined Dear Noise, mate. Maybe. I don't know. Like I say, hopefully you guys know by now, a lot of you anyway, that I do try my best. I do read a lot of comments. I don't know whether everyone, or if there is anyone else that sits there and does as much time on the comments as me, but I like getting your guys' views, so I never do it on purpose if I don't read your comments. Alison, Malcolm, Zaha, Lucas, yep, underrated, says James. Yes. Roy Campbell, hey, this is Mehdi. I have 2 accounts. Gotcha. Yes. Did you see De Gea paying back United for a 5-year deal? Yeah, I like the way you put that, mate. I like it. Yeah, that was a massive talking point today. I see everyone commenting going, see, top goalkeepers do that. I see people saying he did it and he wasn't even concussed. I just thought, wow, seriously? Fernand says, Daz is getting famous. Imagine how awkward it is to go out of the toilet to see that someone recognises you. That threw me, Ferno, that did. But yeah, I guess when you're on YouTube and that, it's not famous, is it? I guess you guys from all over, I expect it. Maybe I've got to get used to if I go up to Liverpool to watch a game that 1 or 2 of you might recognise me now, but I'm just normal. I'm a Liverpool supporter like you lot. Like I say, when I get off the live streams, I will just be doing normal stuff. It's nothing different about me to you guys. Any of you could sit and do what I do. You really could. Dan says, Henson is underrated. Whenever he plays holding, he never gives the ball away. Yeah. You the bomb, Dad, says Monkey. Monkey. Fist bump. Fist bump. Boom. There you go. Thank you very much, Monkey. We don't need Alex Tells, says Lou back. Michael says, I'm going to the pre-season match in Dublin in August, myself kilted, and I cannot wait. A lot of you guys have been lucky and you're able to go to your pre-season games and stuff. That's really good to see that Liverpool doing these pre-seasons near you guys. You get to watch them. Ravi says that's because he passes sideways. Jihad says, hi. Hello, Jihad, mate. How are you, buddy? Welcome to the stream. We need to go for yes, I can't ever pronounce his name, but I know exactly who you're on about, mate. Ferno, Daz, I will meet you one day. Yes, Ferno, we'll make it happen. We'll make it. We talk every day anyway, don't we, mate? So we will make it happen. Dan says, who you want to sell from Newcastle or the Burnley centre back or another one? Love to know what you're thinking, and everyone else, to be fair. So there you go. Dan wants to know what everyone's thinking. Who would you prefer, Lascelles from Newcastle or Tarkowski? I think is who he's on about. or another centre back. Who would you prefer, guys? For me personally, I think Lascelles would be my first choice out of those guys, but you can put it in the chat to answer Dan's question. That centre back from Burnley, whose name I can't spell. Yeah. Mickey says, I'm going to Bury pre-season match. Anyone going to USA for tour? Don't leave us, Dad, says Ravi. Don't leave you. Why would I leave you, Ravi? Why would I leave you? I'm not leaving you guys. I will have to get off soon because it's getting very late and I've got to get up in a few hours. But other than that, I won't be leaving you guys. If I pass 5 yards sideways, I won't give the ball away. I watch Lascelles more than Tarkowski. It's very true, Ferner. I think that's the same with me. I think I've known of Lascelles more than what I've known of Tarkowski as well. So that's why I prefer him. At the same time, a lot of people rate Tarkowski, and I can't pronounce his name, so I'll just say it really quick. I'll go Tarkowski, and I hope that people don't notice that I can't say it. How many people actually know how to say his name? If you're being honest, people that maybe play FIFA, I guess, might go off what the commentators how they say it, but for me personally, I don't play FIFA and stuff like that, so I don't know. A lot of people pull me on how I say players' names and things like that, and I think for someone that doesn't play FIFA, doesn't watch tons of football apart from Liverpool and stuff, you know, I don't do too bad. And someone that has speech impediments and can't pronounce certain words and letters and that, I do alright. Lascelles is good, says Lidson. Yeah. I think so. I think he's really good. He reminds me, he isn't a Van Dijk, but he's got similar stats and attributes, hasn't he, to him. Gini as a number 6 is probably his best position, says Ferno. It's a good shout, mate. Good shout. Fabinho will free up Henson to move forward, which will suit Hendo better. I believe so. I believe that, Mickey. I believe Henson was never in his best position as a holding midfielder, so I like it. Tarkowski, says Monkey. There you go. Tarkowski. But the funny thing is, next time I go to say it on a podcast or on a stream, I will still go Tarkowski, or I'll go Tarkowski really quick. I'll always do it. You guys will know if I don't know how to pronounce someone's name, because I go that player that I can't pronounce his name, or I will say it really fast. Alright? So like Billy Bob. If I do that, you know I can't pronounce their name. Your pronunciations rock, says Ravi. Thank you very much, Ravi. Hey everyone, I'm half Polish. Big up yourself, says Monkey. Yeah, there you go, you guys are. Then why did Klopp buy a direct replacement? Same sign tells he would first of all be quality competition for Robbo, but he may also allow Moreno to move up to winger full time. Yes, very, very true. Hey, Monkey, says Ferno. That's how I just imagined you saying that then, Ferno. Or he says, I prefer to push Firmino back to sign Mertens or another striker than sign Fekir. So there you go. A few people are now saying this, or a few people are saying exactly the same. Fatal says, hi, Daz. Hello, Fatal. How are you, mate? How are you? Cater is superb. Brilliant. Yeah, how are you, Fatal, mate? Welcome to the stream. Competition, of course, says Daniel. Andre says, Daz, if we sign a big name player till the end of the season, who do you think it will be? And can it be someone who wasn't linked with us as much as Fekir and Alisson? It could well be a player that hasn't been linked with us as much as them, but I really don't know. I really don't know. I'm not too sure. I think that there will be one more big signing. I think there'll be a big signing. Will it be Fekir? Will it be Alisson? Will it be Oblak? Someone I've never fully believed at Liverpool fully in there for Oblak. I never did. I would love it, but I never believed it. So yeah, Alisson or Fekir is one big signing. If it wasn't one of them, then I believe there will be a big signing of some sort, and then a few little signings like you got your Shaqiri, another one of some sort in there as well. Something along them lines, guys, I think. Iniesta had posters of Naby Keita in his room as a child. I back that. I reckon he did. I reckon he did as well. Fatal says, why is Cam taking so long to F off? He's taking the P now. I watched him for years, but he may be... maybe I'm wrong. The Kilted says, nope, Oblak was never on our radar at that price. I fully agree, Kilted. I fully agree. If Liverpool was willing to pay Oblak's release clause, it would have happened. Or if we tried and he didn't want to come to Liverpool, we would have heard about it. So I don't think it would be. So Tarkowski says Kevin. Roy says, I rate Hendo highly, but Wijnaldum was the one that had to work to get my ratings, and this season has done him well for that. Yeah. You guys know my views on our Genie. I think Genie in a bottle, baby, does good at what he does. But a lot of people don't really know what Genie does. But Genie is very good at the little jobs. He's very good at sweeping up plays, very good at linking up plays, very good at starting those quick counters, the little 1-2s, and he's a solid player. I really think he is. Have you guys seen the clips recently as well of him turning players inside out as well when he's done that in the past for us? Unbelievable player on his day. Tarkowski is a player that you're trying to pronounce as. Yes, mate. That's the one, Kevin. Mr. W says, morning, Daz. Good morning, my friend. How are you? It's 1:16 in the morning here. Hope you're alright today, mate. Genie is not a big game player, says Daniel. Maybe not. Maybe not. That is something that I would say. He got us a goal in the Roma game, but yeah, a lot of people say that they need to see more from Genie. I say that I don't think you'll ever see a lot from Genie, but the jobs that he does do, I think he's part of a system that he does it really well, what he does. But yeah, I think a lot of people say, you know, Genie doesn't step up, doesn't ever take a hold of a game by the balls, really, does he? But I've watched him in games and I thought, actually, he's had a blinder of a game, but no one will give him man of the match because he hasn't scored loads of goals or he hasn't thrown himself in front of the ball loads to stop a goal. But what Genie's done in this game has been fantastic in transitions and silly things that people just don't talk about. The Kilt says, Melissa already said that we were absolutely interested in Alisson. If he wanted Madrid over us, then Klopp would not have bothered at all. I believe so. I believe so as well. Should I bother waking up for France versus Australia tomorrow? It's probably guaranteed goals, fatal. It's probably a good game to watch, maybe, but it's up to you, isn't it, come the end of the day? Watching this go this morning, Daz, made me think we need someone with his guile. Yeah, I mean, I never got to watch it. I've been really busy, hence the late stream, because I didn't get back in till really late tonight, but yeah, everyone's raving about him, saying that he was really, really good. I like Isco anyway. I think he's a quality player. Could do with a signing like Isco. Maybe Liverpool end up signing someone similar to Isco. I don't think we would get Isco himself, but similar. That would be nice, wouldn't it? What do you think about Lucas? Can't pronounce that name, Ismail, but he was linked to us. Any truth in that rumour? I don't believe there was much truth in that. A couple of people sent me a few of these rumours. I never believed it too much, mate. Never believed it too much, but that's only my own views. Again, it's whatever you want to believe with it, but yeah, I never saw anything in the form of concrete evidence or trusted journalists talking about it. So for me, I looked at it like, yeah, it's not much I needed to bring up on the channel. What would Keita and Fabinho bring to Liverpool? Keita's going to bring everything. You know, I think he's complete midfielder. I think Keita will give us a lot, and Fabinho brings us that holding midfielder that we've wanted for years, that we've needed, and he has got something going forwards as well. He'd be able to carry that ball forwards. We saw with Emre Can before that he could really drive through the midfield. I think Fabinho will do that as well. So I like that. I think between both of them, they're going to really add to our midfield next year. It's hard to say what they give us because I think they will bring everything. You can't just say they're going to bring us a better passing or better shooting or better this or better that. They literally are bringing so much to the table. They're both quality players. I feel like Genie has the ability in the world. He just doesn't believe in himself enough, in my opinion, says Ferno. Maybe you're right with that. Maybe Genie just needs to believe a little bit more in himself for the bigger games. And yeah, maybe you're right. I think that you might be onto something there. We have Salah, oh money. I love it, Michael. Norwegian says, do you think Icardi would suit us, Daz? I've said about him before, and I said that maybe we could do with someone like him. I think he would be a good signing for Liverpool. I think he would suit us, but when I brought it up before, a lot of people was like, no, it wouldn't suit the way we play, but I could see it working. Personally, Andre says, good night Daz and crew, it's 2:30 AM, have a good day tomorrow. And you, Andre, mate, take care, buddy, you look after yourself. Thank you for joining me tonight. I'm going to get off as well because it's 1:20, guys. Look, Dan's saying I'm off as well to go clubbing. Thank you for that update, appreciate it as always. Yeah, take it easy, Dan, enjoy your evening, guys. I'm going to get off, everyone. I've had a really long late one as well. Hopefully you've all had a good day. Hopefully those of you that it's morning time wherever you are, enjoy the rest of your days as well. There wasn't a lot in the way of updates, but we had a few things to discuss more in this one. So it's been nice just talking to you guys and getting your views as always. That's what I like to do on my channel anyway, is hear what you guys have to say about stuff. It's not just about me talking about stuff, it's about hearing what the Liverpool supporters say as well, and you guys, because you're legends. Okay, as always, thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your days. I've been on the bench LFC. You've all been legends. I'll see you in the next one. Good night, everyone. Take care.